So it's like they press the button. Oh, look at that. Look how it's moving. Okay, cool.
What's
I think
that?
we're good. All right. First of all, I want to say, Nish, welcome to Austin. So what are your first thoughts of Austin so far?
I love it here. The energy, the people. My first moment of arriving in Austin, I landed in Lady Bird Park.
Lady Bird Lake.
Yeah, Lady Bird Lake, and I just stepped outside and I just felt it, like the people walking by, the energy. People are chatting, smiling, running, and I was like, "This is my city.
This is your city.
This is my city."
It was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
So tell the audience, like, how did you even get to Austin? So what kind of made you to come to Austin?
You, bro, you, you with your Austin report and all these years that we known each other. You showed me what's possible here.
Yeah.
And you were the big factor. And I'm also on a trip myself. I've been through multiple cities coming from the East Coast to get here. So especially coming from Mississippi to this, I was
Yeah.
like day and night.
Like, what's the difference that you would say between Mississippi and Austin? Like, what's the first experience? Like, you're like this is my city, you know?
I mean, Mississippi, I didn't spend too much time, so I don't want to like
Yeah.
bash on it. It was
Yeah.
just my experience. It just seemed like they're in, it's like the swamp country,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
in
yeah.
a whole, like it's two different frequencies.
It's two different frequencies.
Yeah, here you're like, you got people with tech jobs, they're like, they have career opportunities doing. They're just fishing down.
They're just fishing
They're
down
just
there.
fishing down there, bro.
They're just okay with that.
They're okay. They love it.
Yeah.
And they're good at it too.
They're good at it too. So by like now that you're in Austin for a few days, like you've been here for a few days.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite part about Austin?
Favorite part about Austin? It's the people.
Just the people.
Yeah, I mean the views. There's so many, but if I had to pick one, I would say the people.
Because you're a people guy. It's like
Exactly.
just the vibes, the energy that they give. What would you say like with the Austin people in terms of like friendliness?
Oh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of
10 out of 10?
If I could rate more, I would rate higher. They are so friendly. Ever since I've been here, whatever interaction I have, if I was like asking for directions or if I'm, I was just doing laundry right now. And then the guy was telling me the history. He was telling me which side to go on. Everyone goes above and beyond.
Yeah.
Like even the little things, holding the door, smiling, and I'm like, wow, I love it here.
It's just different energy. And the thing is, like with Austin itself, like did you ever come to Austin before, or is this your first time just landing in Austin?
This is my first time landing in Austin. I had been to Dallas, and I just came from Houston on my drive. And with Dallas, it was more like basketball tournaments, so I didn't really get to explore. So this is my true city that I'm exploring. I did go to San Antonio. I like San Antonio.
San Antonio is not bad.
Yep. But this is the prize, man.
This is the prize.
It's the capital for a reason.
It's the capital for a reason.
Yep.
If you're an outdoors guy like you know, you love going outside. You want to go to Barton Springs. You want to do that backflip.
Yep.
You want to just,
I just did that.
Oh, you just did that. Yeah. So you just did that, but it's like you just feel it, right?
Yep.
You're like, wow, like this is what I can do every single day. And look at the weather too, like the weather, like compared, you came from Nova,
Yep, DMV.
and then the weather here, like all year round, people are outside. People are always outside, bro.
We outside.
We outside, bro.
Wow.
So it's all the vibes and all that stuff. But I also want to know, like, I know we've talked for like over 5 to 6 years.
Yes, sir.
So just tell me, like what's your background? Like, where'd you come from? And like, what's gotten you to be here at this point, at this seat right now?
Sure. So I am born in Nepal, just like you. I'm not sure if you're born.
No, I'm
You are?
yeah.
Okay, just like you. I spent my childhood there. It was pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. It was a traumatic experience. I didn't have a normal childhood. I grew up with my grandparents, and I was in boarding school most of the time. So my childhood wasn't the best childhood, I would say. But at the same time, it taught me a lot. So then I came to America a few times as a child, and then I came here around when I was 11, when I permanently landed here. I was in about middle school. I went through my middle school years. That was probably one of my peaceful years, I would say. Middle school, it was like learning America, listening to Ludacris. It was
vibes.
It was a good time, and then high school hit. And like just the culture, and I got distracted. Basketball, sports, just friendships and everything. And then I went to college. And I realized like this ain't it. Like I'm over here working a full-time job, spending all my money. I can't even afford the books, bro. I couldn't afford the books. And then it just hit me like, what am I doing here?
What are you doing with your life?
What am I doing here? And I saw my business teacher, and I just evaluated him, bro. He didn't even have a business. I'm like, what am I gonna learn from him? You know, besides the textbook that he's well versed in, that he's gonna quiz me on at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Besides that, what am I gonna learn? You know,
Nothing.
So I dropped out of college.
No way.
Yeah,
really?
I dropped out of college. I was like, this ain't for me. I'll figure it out myself. You
Yeah.
know? And obviously, lots of failures. You know.
And that's like life, right?
Yep.
Life is like if you don't fail, then how
Yep.
are you gonna have those learning lessons to actually succeed?
Yep. So this is a bar right here.
Okay.
So you go to the gym, right, and you literally accept failure. You're like, I'm gonna fail at this.
Yeah.
Why? Because you know that will make you grow.
Exactly.
So what would life be any different?
Yeah. Life is a journey. Life is one of those things that you're going to fail, you're going to fail, you're going to fail. But one day, boom.
Yep.
All those failures, when you're successful, you're going to be like, whoa, this is worth it.
Yep.
Compared to someone that's handed it to them, right?
Yep.
Someone that maybe might be rich, more fortunate, you know? That they don't have to struggle. They don't have to do anything. They have that hand, but they don't have that mental resilience, in my opinion. It's all about mentality.
Yep.
People who fail so many times. I failed so many times in my life,
Yes, sir.
but I never give up, you know? And that's the thing that makes you win. Because if you quit, you lose. And I tell people all this is the biggest risk is not taking a risk at all. It's not taking a risk, because if you don't take a risk, then you're just accepting your life the way that you are right now. You're not going to grow. At the end of the day, it's all about growing.
Yep.
And you're moving like on your way to California because you want to grow.
Yes.
Because you felt like, you know, in Nova, you've kind of outgrown everything.
Yep.
So
It
can you
it
tell me more about that?
Sure. It was like, you know, I loved it there. I enjoyed
Yeah.
my time there. You know, it's nothing bad. Like, I enjoyed it. It's just like, you know, when you graduate from college and you're still hanging around, it's like, what are you doing here? You know,
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel right anymore. You know, and I felt like you said, like, I've outgrown it. So for me, internally, personally, it was more like the pain of staying there was way more unbearable than coming out here and finding out the unknown.
Yeah.
You know, the unknown is scary. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the unknown
I
is
don't know what's
scary.
going to happen in the next few hours for myself.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm really going. Like, I have an idea.
Yeah.
But I don't have the details. I don't have the logistics all planned out.
Nothing.
You know? Nothing. But I know what's there, though.
Yeah.
I know what's back there. It's cool. It's comfortable. But
It's not going to get you anywhere.
it
like
was,
to where you want to be,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So for some people, that lifestyle might be okay.
Yeah.
But for others, it might not be. For
Yeah.
ambitious people that actually want to grow and things like that, grow themselves.
Yeah.
And that I said this in another podcast. I'm going to say it again.
Yes.
You should grow 1% more every single day.
Yep.
It's about being like 1% better every single day, and that compounds 365 days. That's 365% better in a year. So think about that in that way, you know?
Yep.
It's all about self-growth. It's all about, because I came from a background where I was so comfortable. I lived in Detroit, Michigan. You know, I was with my friends. They're all like, you know, just chilling, vibing, partying, you know? It was just like they were just comfortable with their lives.
Yeah.
But then I thought to myself, there's more to life than that.
Yeah.
There's for me, it's all about helping people, and I never really had the best opportunity to help people in Michigan. You know, so that's why I took the risk, I took the chance, I took the leap of faith, like I said, and moved to Austin.
and
A year and a half ago.
yeah.
And
And
now,
how's it been?
Nah, it's been life-changing. Like
Yeah.
I've said to every single person, when I started the Austin Report the second day that I came from Michigan to here, because I knew this city has so much things going on, so many good people. I'm going to do it. I did it. I started posting. I posted 66 weeks in a row,
Wow.
7 times a day.
Wow.
And just by doing that, now I have my platform that I have right now. I mean, I get to collab with so many people. Like I collabed with Murr. I've collabed with, you know, so many other players. Like, I mean, even tomorrow, I'm about to collab with Tom Brady's shop, you know?
Wow.
So it's like there's just so many opportunities that you get in just a year and a half. People say that a year and a half is not a long time. No, it is a long time for you to make a difference.
Yes.
If you put your work into it, and if you just the mindset, right, and never give up. I never gave up that this Austin Report was going to fail. I always kept going. I used to barely get any views. No one knew who I was, but I just kept going until I got a viral video. Once I got that viral video, it just momentum. It's a reward for all my
Yep.
all the times that I never gave up.
Yep.
All those 1 a.m. sessions that I used to record and all that, not giving up, right? Because I knew one day I would get this opportunity, and that's kind of how it is, you know?
Wow.
So my question to you is like, what would you say was like the biggest struggle in your life, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest struggle in my life,
Yeah.
it's not knowing who I was.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't grow up as most kids. Like I didn't even know my full name. I didn't know who my mother
Wow.
was. I didn't know who I didn't know who my dad was.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just I didn't know myself. I didn't have an identity. So like my grandparents, they all called me names, you know.
Yeah.
So I was hearing a bunch of names, and then one day I went to school, and then I found out my name is Anish.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, whoa, like I didn't know that was my official name.
That was
know?
your official name.
Official. They call me Sorov at home.
Oh,
You know?
really?
Yeah, they call me Sorov. They call my grandmas. They call me all kinds of names. So I was just a kid because I knew my grandparents weren't my grandparents.
Yeah.
I mean, they were my grandparents. I knew they weren't my parents.
Yeah.
So I was like subconsciously always looking for them, you know. So I was like in the loss of identity, and then I went to boarding school. So, you know, I just never got to meet them. And
Yeah.
even today, I only met my mom one time, you know, and like
Really?
yeah. I've only met her once. She's actually very, very successful. That's where the ambition comes from.
Yeah.
She's actually a minister in Nepal.
Really?
Yeah, she supplies like hydropower. She's into real estate. She's
She's
doing
in
well.
Nepal right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's into politics. And my dad, he's also very, very ambitious. Like they both kind of like left me to follow their dreams. And like as a child, you don't understand that.
You don't understand
It hurt.
that.
It hurt
Yeah.
a lot, right? So the biggest thing that I said, I realized that's my biggest strength as well. Like I understand them.
Yeah.
I understand why they did what they did. I wouldn't do the same.
Yeah.
But I understand it now, and I accept it, and I forgive them.
Yeah.
I forgive them. You know,
Yeah.
they're just young kids going after their dreams.
Yeah.
And they didn't want the responsibility, you know,
Yeah.
and they gave me to my grandparents. So for me, it was the identity crisis. I didn't know who I was. And then, but luckily, I was very good at making friends.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
so my friends really helped me. They taught me everything.
They taught you everything.
They taught me everything.
So Anish right now,
Mm-hmm.
like, would you say it's kind of like a buildup of, you know, all your life experiences, all your friends and stuff? Were you always like extroverted like this? I know you'd be going out, like I've been seeing your social media, you're talking to people, you're vibing and things like that. Was
Sure.
this always your stuff, or is this like something?
I guess deep down, it was me. It was all the layers of protection I had put on myself to
Yeah.
protect myself from the world because I didn't have that protection given to me. So yes, the deep down, I've always been this guy, but it was, you know, so like all the years of trauma and everything held me back. And at third grade, I couldn't speak properly, bro.
You couldn't even speak.
I was stuttering so much. It comes out here and there now, but
I don't notice it.
at that point, bro, I didn't have a single friend because
didn't.
I couldn't talk to them. And when I talked to them, they would just get annoyed, you know?
Yeah.
And I would stop wanting to annoy them.
Yeah.
But it was just the lack of confidence, the trauma, just everything, you know. I couldn't figure out like who I was. So I was always like trying to make you happy or the next person happy. So the whole time I was just pleasing people.
Yeah.
I never knew
I can relate.
I never knew who I was.
No, same. Likewise, when I was in Michigan, like I bought my Dodge Charger, and for all of my friends that are watching, I bought that because I wanted to impress other people, because I didn't know who I was. I wanted to impress other people,
Yep.
make them happy, so that I would be accepted. You know, I felt like for me, it was kind of similar to you. Like I didn't have that many friends growing up, right? I always wanted to impress people. I was an only child. You know, I always wanted to kind of like be that guy that, you know, they're like, whoa, this is a cool guy. Let me be friends with him and stuff like that. So I would do anything out of my way to impress
fit in.
them, get the nice shoes, you know, get the like nice cars, you know, fast cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they would look at it. They'll be like, Sagoon, that's a nice car. But 5 minutes later, they would forget about it.
Yeah.
And you're just there and you don't feel happy because you're trying to make them happy to make yourself happy. And that's one of those things that never in my life journey, I'm like, why did I do that? You know, I would say maybe it's a learning experience, but it never made me happy because I was like, what am I doing? Okay, I have my car. My friends already saw it. They liked it, but then that's it, you know, like what's next, you know, instead of maybe investing into it.
Yeah. So it was like your happiness depended on their happiness.
Yeah. So I literally, I'll give you the example. So I had a Dodge Charger. I literally paid Dodge Charger with cash. Like, boom, I paid it with cash instead of investing that cash into the stock market and things like that, letting those assets grow, those long-term. I was never thinking long-term, you know?
Yeah.
I was always thinking, how can I impress my friends now? How can I be that guy that, like I said before, it's like, this guy's a cool guy. And I put cash on my Dodge Charger, and I did some crazy stuff, but it's like, but now thinking about it, I'm like, what was the end goal of that, right? there was no end goal to that. And then once I got sick in, so this was 21. Once I got sick in 2022, that's when I started reflecting. All those choices that I made, I'm like, did I do the right thing? No. Then I started changing myself, my actions and stuff. I started following Hormozy. Alex Hormozy was a big inspiration to me. And all those motivational stuff every single morning that I used to say. And that kind of gave me that confidence, that, I was in the wrong path. I was lost. I still sometimes feel like I'm lost right now, but at least I feel like I have a purpose now that I'm helping people, now that I'm doing all these different ventures, now that I'm helping small business owners grow. I have my own Austin Doers Club where I invite the top entrepreneurs and they come and we help the community. For me, helping makes me happy because other people are happy, but I also feel happy because I've done something to help the whole community grow, right? So that's kind of my whole mentality. So yeah, that's my experience, kind of like my struggles as well, because I've never mentioned my struggles, and I feel like if you say your struggles and if you've kind of overcome your struggles, it makes you stronger.
100%.
Just like you said.
100%. I actually point out my weakness. Like, I play basketball, right?
When
I go to a new place, first thing I tell everybody is my weakness.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I can't shoot very well. Don't worry about this. So now they can't judge me. I've already told you what the thing. So now everything is a plus.
Yeah.
So but people don't have that.
People don't have that. That's not common.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm like, I lack it. So now, if anything, you'll help me.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, you'll help me cover up as my teammate. Yo, he's not so good on defense. Let me help him out.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's okay to share your weakness. It actually makes us human. Like,
no. I totally get it. Yeah. And another topic that I wanted to point, because I've known you for all these years and we haven't met, is you have that entrepreneur mindset, right? So can you tell me like what kind of entrepreneur activities that you've been doing,
Sure.
Or just to kind of help yourself grow, and also the community.
I don't have like a straight up answer for that, but my day-to-day life is like, I just wake up. I know first thing is do the hardest thing, which is usually go pick up some heavy weights. It's like you're mentally getting ready for the day. Like this is, to me, it's like, if I can lift this 225 off my chest, I can probably do anything for the rest of the day. So it just puts me like in a good state of mind. And I don't always get to go to the gym in the morning, but when I do, those are my best days. So bam, after that is you get to the money. The body, then you get to the money. So I'm a trader. We have a trading business. We teach people how to trade, how to make money. It's not a get rich quick scheme.
It's not.
But we do have AI now, so things are getting automated and things are translating into a whole new system of learning. So right now, me and my team, we're just learning. We're learning. We're growing. We're teaching all in the same time. Because we're at that age.
Yeah, we're at that age.
And after that, I was spending a lot of time with family and friends. Man, I value family and friends time. I value going outside, playing sports, and like living life. I don't think we should be working like
crazy.
I think we should be working like a few minutes a day. A few minutes, few hours, maybe at the most. And then that's it. Go enjoy life. That's what I love it here in my city. Like I'm living the same life I lived in my city. It was not this lit.
It was just not this lit.
I would go to the river. There'll be like one person. We would do a backflip together. Like I'm living the same exact life I was back in Woodbridge.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed in my life.
Yeah.
It's just the environment has changed. So everything I'm putting out is actually being caught.
Yeah.
People are giving the energy back, and like I'm feeling that back. Like back in Nova, people are much colder, man.
Yeah.
People are much colder. Like you'll meet cool people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
they're there, but here it's like everyone is just like happy.
Yeah.
Like happy. They're genuine. It's not like that. Like
that fake stuff.
Yeah, it's not fake.
No.
They'll come back to me and tell me, you know what? Come take my parking spot. I'm like, hey, you went out of your way to do that. Like this guy paid for my a pool pass. And I was like, let me cash app you, bro. How I approached him was like, yo, can you pay for my pass? I'll give you a little bit extra on cash app.
Yeah.
He was like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I'm not used to this.
You're just like, wait, what just happened all of a sudden?
I went to a restaurant. I got a complimentary appetizer.
Really?
I've never got a complimentary.
You've never in Nova?
No, never.
That's insane.
Yeah, I've only been here for 3 days. I've met so many people. Like every interaction has been wonderful. Like I've not met someone with a bad attitude. I'm like looking for them.
You're just like, wait, where are they?
Yeah.
Am I doing something wrong? But it's also, I mean, part of it is like your personality too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen on social media, like how you approach people and stuff like that. You always bring that positive energy, positive vibes. This city is about positive vibes. When you have that positive energy and the positive vibes, I mean, like it's just the impact, you know?
It's like two things just
It's like two things just colliding
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
It just makes you know,
Boom.
it just like boom, you know, exactly. Another thing that I wanted to ask you
Sure.
is like, you know, just for people watching and stuff, you know, just you going through all of your life experiences and stuff. What would be like the one piece of advice that you would tell someone who's in the younger generation? Because you know, as we're aging and stuff
Sure.
like that, we learn all these different kinds of things. Like just from all your life experiences, all your struggles, because I know you've been through a lot, highs and lows. Like, what would you say is like the best advice that you can give?
Is hold on to that dream, man. That 8-year-old dream. You were given that for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say hold on to your dream, and also like be authentic, be you, man. Like
Yeah.
God made you, or whatever you believe in, the universe, whatever you believe in, created you for a reason. Like we all have a purpose.
We all have a
you know,
purpose.
and then you know, when I first started having these awakenings or whatever you want to call them, I would like try to tell people like, no, we should do this, and then I realized like, no, maybe this is how their life is.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like really about being yourself. The more you are yourself, the things will align for yourself. You know, so it's like, don't try to copy people. Don't try to be like, because you're not them. You'll never be like
You'll
them.
never be like that.
Yeah, so just be yourself, because guess what? No one else can be you.
Exactly. There's
that's the
no one
magic.
else that can be another Anish, you know?
Yeah, no
because
one
you
can be
are
an
who you
Instagram.
are.
Yep.
Yeah, you are who you are and people respect you for that, right?
Yes, sir.
And I've changed my ways ever since I come to Austin. I completely became authentic.
Yeah,
You know,
I heard you didn't even bring your PlayStation or something.
Yeah, no, I brought my PlayStation, all that stuff, but then, you know, I traded it. I was
Wow.
like, no, I gave that up. I was like, you know what? That's not me, you know? For
Yeah.
me, it's all about helping people.
Yeah.
It's all about growing.
Yep.
I traded my PlayStation and I bought a drone, you know? Because I wanted to capture Austin. I wanted to
Yes.
capture the beauty of Austin.
Yes.
How it makes Austin great.
Yes.
I was just in Michigan just a few days ago,
Uh-huh.
and I was telling people, I'm like, come to Austin, come to Austin, come to Austin. And people were like, I have been to Austin, and you're right. And I've seen the differences, you know, between
Yeah.
the two cities.
Yep.
Very slow, kind of laid back. You know, if you're retired, you know, you're okay with it. You're chill. You have family, kids. You don't really want like anything else. Cool. But that's you.
That's you.
But that was not me.
Yep.
I wanted something more. I was like, you know what? There's more for me in my purpose in life than just relaxing, just staying in that loop.
Yeah.
That was one of those things that, you know, just Austin, when I came here, started being as authentic as possible. Every story, everything is the real me. And I
Yeah.
never used to be like that.
Yeah.
I never used to be like that. Now people, like from what I've seen, is like they appreciate the authenticity. Authenticity is the way that everyone will respect you, I think, in my opinion.
And you don't have to try. It's just you.
It's just you.
So there's no performance. You're just saying how you feel.
Yeah.
Talking. So it should be natural.
It should be natural. Another conversation that we were having is like your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like as you're kind of leveling up and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've had that experience. I've
Sure.
had that experience. It's like friends just really like they don't really talk to you anymore, or maybe like they don't support you on
Yeah.
social media and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Have you had that experience or
Sure.
no?
So I would like to say like I have a pretty big circle. Like I
Yeah.
know a lot of people, and for majority of them, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're just watching whatever, you know. And I
Yeah.
get it. Like, you know, I don't know the exact reasons, but me personally, like I said, I'm really good at making my close friends. So
Yeah.
my close friends, they're my business partner. They're my day one. So they're supporting me. I'm
Yeah,
telling
of
them to move
course.
to Austin. They're down.
Oh,
Like,
they're down?
they're already-
Hey, get them to Austin.
yeah, they're coming here. They're
Okay.
like, yo, I was like, yo, Manish, sell his house, get him here. I'll hook you up. I'm already doing the
Yeah.
you know, so my closest friends, they fully support me
Yeah.
because we're all alike, you know.
Yeah, you
We've been
guys are all like-minded.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes see these guys trading stocks
Yeah,
at
yeah,
like 12 a.m.,
yep.
bro. These guys are
got 'em-
together.
Yep, I got them into trading. So that's what I like about them is whatever I get into, and they push me forward.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, I need to go so I can grow. And
Yeah.
guess what? They did go.
They respect it.
They said go.
Yeah, you know, friends that don't want to see you succeed, they would be like, "Wait, Nish,
Yeah.
why are you moving?
Yes.
why are you
yes.
going this?"
Yeah. Instead, they threw me a going away party. You know, they took me to the beach. They made
Yeah.
sure I had a good time, a nice send off. Those are real friends.
Real
bro.
friends.
Those are real friends. But for the other people that I also thought were my friends, I mean, they're still my friends. Don't get me wrong. I think this thing, when you get on social media and you start talking, and then like, you know, when you're not the one creating,
Yeah.
and like you just look at it and you're like, it kind of feels like, why am I not doing more?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's when they don't hit that tap, that double tap. It's not like they hate you or anything.
Yeah,
Like they probably love you.
They probably love you.
It's just like, it's probably triggering either, like, to me, when I see your post, guess what it does? I'm like, ooh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
But they might feel like, why is this guy doing all this?
Yeah.
You know, and like,
They don't see the purpose. They don't see the vision.
Yeah, and that's what it is. They don't see the vision. They have a different vision, and I had to accept that. So now I'm cool with them. Like, you don't like me. You know what? I don't even need your, like, I don't want it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like,
No.
it doesn't matter. Like, because I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know what I like. I know what I like to do. I know.
Do it, right?
Yeah, I know. I give a lot to people. I'm a very positive people. I just want to, like, to me, the overall answer is like love. Love is the answer to everything. It's love.
Yeah.
Like, I've been through so much pain, so much thing, and I've come to realize, like, even through all this pain, it's love.
It's all love. Love is the medicine right
Yes.
there. I mean, I get so many haters all the time on my Austrian poor comments, right? I mean, I get a lot of positive love too. You know, shout out to all the people. You know, they've been supporting me. They've been saying like, Sagoon, I've been like with you since like 100 followers. I've been with you since like 800 followers. You know, keep posting every single day because I don't know you. I've said this in my other podcast. I don't know you, but like just keep doing it. You know, because you're making a good difference in Austin, and it fires me up. But obviously, I'll have some haters too, saying like, oh, look at this. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, look at your haircut. Look at your mic. All this kind of stuff, right? I got that, you know, I got that. But what I said was, you know, all I just said was, cool. Yeah, I just said cool. I just wrote one word, cool.
Yeah.
I never was like, you know, provocative. Never was yelling at them because I know that if they do that, that's what they want, right? They want to drain your energy. Yep. But what they're doing is they're draining your, they're putting their energy into your content and like into your kind of like algorithm. They're making me more famous, really. Exactly. They're making me more famous.
You need haters, bro. You need
haters. If you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right. Because once I've seen this in so many of my friends. Once they get those haters, I'm like, bro, that's when you realize you're gonna be successful. Yeah. As soon as I got those haters on the Austin Report page, I'm like, I'm growing this. I'm growing this. I'm like 50K, 100K, 1 million. You know, I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm doing something right.
They're giving you energy.
They're giving me energy.
Yeah.
Now
it's
that
up to you how to use it.
How do you use it, right? How do you manipulate all that energy?
It's all love. You transfer everything into love.
Everything is energy. At the end of the day, we're made out of energy.
Yep.
Right? It's matter stuff, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, if they choose to do that, cool.
It's how you perceive it.
It's just how you perceive it, right?
To me, when I see someone saying negative to me, you know how I've trained my brain to think this way now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's what you need help on.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Whatever they're saying is they need help on that. That's why they're saying, oh, you know, whatever comment they made, just pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Like they said, your haircut, maybe they don't have a good haircut.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's why they pointed that part out. Is whatever they're actually saying, pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, and that's you'll find a lot. And people, if you just listen, they'll tell you everything.
Yeah. It's all about, one of the things that I learned is it's all about listening to others, right? Listening to what they have to say, because they're hating because they have a pain point, right? They have something that's going on in their lives that are not good. But if you show compassion and you're actually listening to them and you give them that attention, just in a positive kind way, they'll change. I think no one's born evil. I mean, that's my opinion, you know? Everyone has that pure heart. It's just, how do you like activate that, right? How do you kind of get that? Some people might be going in wrong ways because of
the environment,
things that are going on in their life. I mean, I went the wrong way too.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing in my life. I don't know. I didn't know if I was gonna come to Austin. I didn't know all this because I was just so comfortable with what I was, and then my friends were so comfortable. Once they saw it, like I actually told one of my friends, I'm like, I'm going to Austin. Why are you going to Austin? Yeah. See, that's when you kind of realize, right? You're like, this is not the place to be. So when I go back, it's like, I kind of get that same energy, like not energy, but it's just like that same history.
So I have a challenge for both of us. I don't have the answer either. How do we like, what is the next step with that? Like, what do we like? Because we want to help, right? Yeah. So like, how do we help those type of people? And I don't know the answer.
It's a very tricky answer. In my opinion, it like they have to listen, right? Obviously, they have to listen. They have to be adaptable, just like your friends, right? How they support you at trading at 1 a.m. Yep. If they don't even listen, then what can you do to help them, right? You can literally steer your friend and, be like, here, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to help you with this. But if they deep down don't want to do it, what else can you do to help them out? You've given them the path. You've given them the foundation, right? And if it's still not, like, if they still don't want to do it, in my opinion, there's just nothing that you can do.
You know,
it's just
that's a really good point. And I think I have tried this subconsciously.
Yeah.
Tried to with kind of going the opposite way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't think your brain, like, I don't think you have enough critical thinking skills to do this anyway. And they're like, hold up, is you challenging me? And I noticed it kind of works, because now I'm like, nah, bro, I don't think you're capable of learning anyway. Like, it's not for you. Go back to your job.
Yeah. It's just some people. They're just it's just not meant for them, right? It's
like the dude. This one guy was like, he was just completely destroying, talking about trading, right? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, the stars just aren't aligned for him. Like, they're just not. Why am I pushing him so hard? Like, let me just leave this guy alone and move on.
And just because you said the stars align, and I don't know if we got this before, but what would you say is your number one biggest dream ever? Like, you being in this earth, like, I wouldn't even say purpose, but more like dream. Like, what's your dream that you want to achieve in this life?
Like the whatever answer would be, like, help people, all that.
The cliche answer.
The cliche answer would be that, and I do want to do those things. I love helping, and it happens naturally. I don't gotta sit there and, like, let me help somebody. I'll hold the door. I'll do my part in the world.
Yeah.
But my dream, and I'm realizing this now. Like, I'm finding myself now, right, during this road trip. Like, I've left home 7 days ago. I've learned so much about myself, what I like and what I don't like. And I met Nick from Austin.
Explore Texas.
Yes, him. And he was like, we met at what was the cave called? Like, I went to a state park yesterday.
Oh, you went to
state park. And like, we were recording the same thing at the same time with both of our sticks. And I'm like, man, like, and I looked at his stick looked a little cooler. And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? And then I was like, he is like someone, or what he's doing is like something that I want to do.
Yeah.
And he kind of like showed me, I'm like, we're doing the same exact thing at the same time. He just has a little more experience, and he knows what he's doing, right? And I'm like, and then he was so nice. He told me, he gave me some advice, and I realized, like, I want to be an adventurer. That's my dream.
That's your dream.
I want to go and explore the whole world. Like, next, I'm now doing a cross-country trip. Next is a Millie World Tour.
Millie World Tour.
Yes.
You heard that right.
Yes.
You're going to go to all the countries. Yes. You're going to be like Speed.
Yes, we're gonna vlog. I'm going to get into, what do you call it? Streaming.
Yeah.
Streaming. Like, I want to do everything, man.
Yeah. Because that's I mean, in this world, right? I think like similar to you, for me, I want to explore the world too, because I think there's just a lot of things that I have not seen. Just going through different cultures, going through all that, it'll even give you a different perspective.
Yep.
You just going cross country to Texas, from Virginia to Texas, gave you a different perspective.
Oh yeah.
How about going to to another country that you've never heard of before, or you've never been before?
I want to go to France. I've never been to Europe.
I've never been to Europe either.
Yeah, let's go to Europe.
Yeah, let's go to Europe.
Hey, we'll see you guys in Europe.
You heard that Millie fam tour,
Yep.
So it's just that, right? It's just that mentality, that perspective. It's like, there's a lot of people that I know, they'll work like 60, 70 hours a week. Obviously, they'll make good money.
Sure.
They're successful people too, right?
Sure.
But it's like, are they really happy?
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest questions is like, how do you become happy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. My friend Anurag, who we were on an OBX trip, he mentioned something like that about a Chinese fisherman. I don't know if you've heard about this.
No, I've not. No.
I might say it wrong, but I understand the concept.
Yeah.
So basically, he said it was a Chinese fisherman with his family. They're vibing, they're doing their thing, right? They're catching fish, and then someone comes up to them. They're like, "Yo, you should like start a business. You can like sell more fishes." And then he's like, "Okay, for what?" And he's like, "Well, then you can have more money, and then you can sell fishes to everyone." He's like, "Okay, that's cool, but then what?" Well, then he's like, then you can be a CEO of the company. You can do this. You can do this. Then you can buy nice cars and have time for vacation, and then you can go on fishing trips. And then he's like, "Okay, all that work just to do what I'm already doing with my family."
That's it. I don't know if you noticed, but it's like I've seen one of the biggest stories is there's this data center. So data centers are in Austin everywhere. I mean, this is for AI powered things, right? And I've said the story in a previous podcast too. So there was a family, right?
Yeah.
I think a company, I don't remember what company it is. They offered them $23 million to buy their land and house and stuff like that. And guess what they said?
Wait, 23. How much?
$23 million to buy their facility.
They said no.
They said no.
Wow.
And the reason that they said no is because it means a lot to them. Like this has been passed. Their home has been passed.
Where was this?
This is not in in Austin. I think.
I think I read it. That's why.
Yeah. No, this is it. Just,
and there's a whole city around.
Yeah,
that.
There's a
I
whole
saw
city
that.
around that, and it's like they want it for data centers because
Yeah.
data centers are so huge. I mean, with all the AI, Open AI,
Yeah.
Claude, and Anthropic, and all that, right? They said no. I'm not gonna do that. Whereas I've seen in the comments, they're like, "What is this guy's doing? They could sell this property and they could buy something else similar to that in another place."
Doesn't matter.
But then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's all about meaning, right? It's
Yep.
all about money. Like, I mean, it's cliche.
That's
right?
what life's about.
Yeah.
Meaning.
It's all about meaning. It just means so much to them that no amount of money, not even $100 million, not even $1 billion, maybe, I don't know.
For what?
Yeah, for what? For what? It's just paper. I mean, when you die, are you gonna take that? Are you gonna take that paper with you? You're not gonna take that paper with you.
No.
And that's what I realized, right? And that's why, like, one of my biggest motivations now is like, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, right?
Yep.
We're all in this world temporarily. We're all passengers in this world, as I say, right? And it's like, if you're not doing what you want to do, what's the point?
Yep.
Like, you're given this one shot, right? You are given this one shot. Are you going to mess it up? Are you going to play it safe? Are you going to do what you don't want to do just because you want to make someone else happy? Maybe even if it's your parents, right?
Yep.
That's one of the things. Because we come from a culture where it's like we have high expectation from our parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we want to make them happy. But is that really making us happy? Probably not, right? So it's this whole mindset shift.
Yeah.
And what I said was, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Which is content creation, which is sharing what I know to the world and stuff like that. And, people appreciate that stuff, right?
They definitely do. I see your stuff, man. Like when I was in Virginia, I was like, this is cool, but I didn't really look at the infrastructure like how I am now. I'm like, oh, this is what he was talking about.
Yeah. Now you see all the equations into play of why I did this. And I'm not faking it, saying that Austin's this. It's because I really believe in this.
Yeah,
city, right?
I believe it too now. Before I came here, I'm like, okay, Austin, Texas, Houston, Dallas. To me, I just bunched them all together.
Yeah, you bunched them all together because you went to Dallas and you went
Houston.
to Houston, right?
Yeah.
But you never had that clear thing.
I never came to Austin.
You never, and that's, I think, one of, like, I guess it's like human weaknesses is to not judge something before they.
I mean, I'm like, it can't be too much different.
It
from
can't be
those
too
two.
much difference, right? It just probably just a city. People are just busy. They don't talk.
Right.
They're just not doing, like, they're just working. No.
Yeah.
This is completely opposite. Like, if you want to have fun, if you want to grow, one of the best entrepreneur cities in the world, all the startups, that you see here, all the people, all those things, like, Tesla's headquarters moving here.
It's like modern day Silicon Valley, pretty much.
It's basically modern day Silicon Valley. I mean, Elon Musk moved out here. Cheaper as
Wait,
well.
Elon is here?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Elon Musk is here. I think he kind of moves around.
Yeah,
but,
of
course, he's a billionaire, soon to be a trillionaire.
Yeah.
But moves around. But SpaceX is here.
Wow.
I mean, SpaceX.
I know. I didn't know it was all here though.
Yeah, SpaceX. It's in Bastrop.
I've been sleeping on Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SpaceX is here. Neuralink is here. Samsung's factories are here. They're building all the chips. Those robots, those Optimus robots that I was mentioning about in the Austin report. Yeah. They're all being built here. Initially, they're going to be built in Fremont, but then they're going to move it here in the robot factory that they have.
Wow.
In Del Val, I believe it's in Del Val. So all the future and all that stuff is here. I don't know if you guys have seen the Rizbot.
The Rizbot. You told me about the Rizbot.
Yeah. So it's like stuff like that, right?
That's so cool.
It's just like cool stuff like that, right? All the technologies here. Robotaxi. I don't know if you've ever been.
Waymo, right?
Yeah, Waymo, Robotaxi.
My first, I was scared of it, but now I got used to it.
Now you got used to it.
You got used to it.
Because you look at it, it's not a Nova, right?
No, we don't have that.
Yeah. When you look at it, you're like, no one's steering the wheel.
Yeah.
And it's just moving.
It's just moving.
It's just moving. And same thing with Robotaxi, right? It's just one of those things that Austin, they put it in Austin first.
There's a reason for that.
There's a reason for that, right? There's a reason for that. Elon Musk moving here. All these companies moving here, right?
Me moving here.
And hopefully, one day, right? I mean, in your journey right now, you're going to where?
I'm going to San Jose.
San Jose?
So, yeah.
So what are you going to be doing in San Jose?
My dad is out there. He has a few businesses. I'm still going to be, pursuing my businesses, content creation, and all these ideas that I picked up along the way.
Yeah.
But you know, if I don't like the vibes there, I'm coming right here. Like I made up
This
my
is your
mind.
city.
Yeah, you know, we could even do back and forth. Like we don't have to live in one city. Like we're all free to go wherever we want. You know, like that's also one thing I've learned in this like journey. Like I didn't book a single hotel.
Yeah, tell the people about that.
Yeah, I've
That's
been living
crazy.
like very minimalistic lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, because you know, I could have asked you. I know some
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
You're like, come, hey, can I come crash
Yeah,
at your place?
yeah,
But I
yeah.
was like, no, I don't want to do that. It's not even like I just didn't want to do it. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, then that limits my freedom. Now I
Yeah.
have to think about what you're gonna do, your
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah,
This
yeah.
and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay. So I'm a trader. So
Yeah.
obviously, I'm gonna think like, what's profitable, what makes sense, right?
It's all calculated, bro.
It's all calculated. So I'm like, okay. I used to go to DMV Iron, paying $75 a month, greatest gym ever. But then I was like, okay, I'm moving. I'm gonna go on this trip. I was like, there's no DMV Irons besides here. So I had to cancel that. I looked around, saw Planet Fitness. I was like, okay.
Planet Fitness is everywhere.
It's everywhere. It was like so many locations. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna, instead of staying at my friend's house or booking a hotel, I'll just stay at Planet Fitness. So Planet Fitness, if you have a black card,
Shout out Planet
shout
Fitness.
out Planet Fitness. Bro.
I mean, you guys are everywhere. You
You
know?
guys are everywhere, exactly.
And
So you go in there, shower. They're all friendly. You go in there first. You get a nice workout in. You take a shower. They have nice massage chairs.
Yeah.
You take a little nap there. You take a little nap in your car. You back outside.
So one question that I have for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of people can tell is, how do you like get this like all this energy? Do you ever feel like you're like burnt out and stuff like that, or is this all you all the time? You know, because I see you. I mean, even in this podcast, right? You've given a lot of energy. You know, I've given a lot of energy, but
Sure.
do you have moments where you're just like,
Oh yeah, I gotta recharge. Yeah. So I like to call it the void space.
yeah,
So, you know, sometimes I like to disappear, you know,
Yeah.
and just completely unplug. And then, you know, and I've noticed this, like, you're a very hard worker. And one advice I would like to give you is, like, to unplug a little bit.
yeah, that's my
You know?
weakness. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things.
Because it really, to me, when I unplug, when I'm by, and it's usually I have to be by myself,
Yeah.
I'll go to nature, I'll turn my phone off, and I'll just relax. And
Yeah.
low key, those are the best thoughts. They come to me. Like, I get such good content creation ideas. Because when
Yeah.
I'm completely alone, that's when universe, God can reach out to me,
Yeah,
right?
that's a reflection. It's called a
Yeah,
reflection.
it's like if I'm talking to you, if I'm doing stuff, like obviously
You're distracted, basically.
Yeah, I'm locked in on whatever. I'm present.
Yeah.
So I can't, you know. So to everyone, it's not just for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
For just any human beings, like unplug. You know, go to nature. Nature's the answer. Nature, love. Go outside and just spend some time outside. You know, and just ask some deep questions. You know, like I ask my friend group all the time, and they probably think I'm weird about it, but I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. So I showed them. I was like, this is like a few months ago. I was like, all the things that I'm struggling with, all the things I want to do. I wrote it down on paper.
So
to
do you
screenshot
write
shit.
all your stuff down?
No,
like
I
all
don't.
your thoughts?
No, I don't. I write with the ones I want to. I'm very free. I try to be organized.
Yeah.
But then sometimes being organized kind of like messes with the.
It puts a structure to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it
don't
puts-
like structure. You like going with the flow.
I like
kind of
a
thing.
big structure, but
Yeah.
I like to be flexible within the
Yeah,
structure.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
right now during this trip, like my structure is DC to California, right? That's the structure. But inside I could do whatever I want. You know, and that's what I love. I love that I have a big goal.
Yeah.
You know, I know my heading. As long
Yeah.
you gotta know the heading.
You got to know the head.
Yeah, and then besides that, you need to be free because
Yeah.
you don't want to just go one way. You want to like you know, like I was supposed to leave Austin 3 days ago. You called me. You're like, no, you're staying.
You're staying, bro.
Yeah. So you know, and I have the freedom to do that. You know,
Yeah.
I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I'm gonna spend a few more times in Austin. I have a really good friend I want to meet and spend some time with him. And he was like, yeah, sure. You know, I'll hold it down for a few more days. Do your thing. And you know, so freedom is everything again.
Freedom
you know?
is everything. You know, if you don't have freedom, you're gonna be restricted.
Yep.
A lot of people, they just feel like they have to have that kind of structure to succeed. No, do what you think. Trust your gut. I
Yep.
think that's one of the main important things, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes you don't let yourself trust your gut,
Mm.
but at the end of the day, you're like, no, trust your gut. Trust yourself. Trust your ability. If it feels off, don't
Yeah.
do it. If it feels like you want to do this, go ahead and do it. Chase your dreams.
What's the worst that could happen?
You go back.
Yeah.
It's like you go back to where you were.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things. I was gonna ask you another thing. So
Sure.
I asked about like my weakness itself. Like, what would you say your weakness is,
My weakness is to today.
or just like in general, you know? Because I don't think a lot of people. I mean, your friends might know, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like
No,
people
no,
watching you might not know.
I think I can like because I'm very diverse.
Yeah.
I'm very versatile. I think my biggest weakness is sometimes I don't like specialize in anything. But now that I've understood that about myself, I've like trading. Trading is something I will specialize in. I've been actively learning every day. I have a mentor who teaches me. All my friends are in it. I have a whole business on it. So to me, it's like this is it. This is it. So I really believe in the T-bar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about the T-bar.
Yeah.
So basically, you know a bunch of stuff, and then you just have at least one main one that you specialize in. You know. So I would say I didn't specialize in anything before, and now I'm still learning this.
You're still
this
learning.
T-bar.
I mean, this is life, right? You're never gonna be an expert at everything all the time. You know, it's like it's one of those things. It's a journey, right?
Yeah.
Like even your teacher, right?
Yeah.
Like he's probably not good at everything either.
No,
like
100%.
it's every day you use that opportunity to learn, right?
Yeah.
To grow.
Yep.
Right, and stuff like that. So, no, that's good. I wanted to ask you another thing too before I forget. Like what was I don't know if you remember the interaction, but how did we meet in the first time? I think this would be an interesting.
Wait a minute. I know we're doing NFTs.
Yeah.
Crypto, but I don't remember the first exact interaction.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but I think
it was in a Discord for sure.
It was in Discord, or was it Instagram?
I can't remember, man. We're gonna have to go back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back.
The receipts.
But I'm telling you, man. Like I've seen this guy's growth, like from 2020. I think I met you in 2020.
Yeah,
this was lockdown times, right?
Yep.
So what I was doing in lockdown times was I was like bored, right? And I was
Yeah.
just messaging people because I didn't have anything to do.
Oh,
that's
when we connected.
I think that's when we connected. But like just seeing his journey from 2020 to 2026 right now, it's been crazy, man. Like what you built. Millifam of you built an actual community. I mean, you did NFTs, you did trading. You currently do trading as well. But it's just all that stuff that you've done. I mean, you go to the gym and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's like I haven't seen a lot of people. I mean, throughout the years, like from when I started following them to actually like I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that because I want to do it, right? It's a unique thing, right? So what I would tell you is to just keep it up, right? Just keep it up. Just be yourself, because you might. I mean, I know that you understand yourself, but it's like there might be other people that might sway you and think some opportunity might come. For me, with the Austin Report, one of the hardest things is I get a lot of offers, I get a lot of opportunities, but I don't know if they're pure or not.
You got to have a strong filter game.
You have to have a strong filter game, because you never know who's out there for their benefits.
Yeah, no, I'm friendly. I'm very inviting, but. Come on, bro. Like I wasn't born yesterday.
Yeah, you weren't born
yesterday. I've been scammed. I've seen everything. So to me, it's like that's why you just be real with them. Just keep it real, and then they'll feel it. Just keep it real with them. It is a skill though. It is a skill.
It is a skill. Yep. Being able to read people. I mean, I've met so many people, and I've been taken advantage of by so many people.
Yeah.
Just because
you're very nice, bro.
Yeah, I just want to help people out, right? I mean, same with you, right?
Yeah.
It's like you want to help people, but it's like. Then they think like, oh, I can just use this guy. I'm not going to do. And this ties back to what I said in my previous podcast is the giver's mentality, right? So what I believe in the most is the giver's mentality, which is giving without expecting anything back.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are transactional, right?
Yes.
So they think, oh, I'm going to do this. Cool. Some people are takers. They just take and then they leave. I think one of the examples I've seen is in your Discord. They don't contribute in the community. Like a while ago.
Yep.
I've noticed that. They're like they just take all that information that you give and then they just leave. And I remember when you said that, you're like, you have to put some value in. You have to do that, otherwise you're just taking away.
Yep.
From everyone's hard work. Like no input, no thought, no input, right?
Yep.
So I strongly believe in the giver's mentality. I wanted to hear your thoughts about the giver's mentality itself.
I've never like truly thought about it too much, but
or is that just a part of you that you don't even think about it, like just helping others and things like that?
Yeah, like I don't. I think this is something like as a child or something I was gifted with. Like I've never expected anything in return.
You just never.
Nah, because I wasn't like given to, so like I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
So I just did it out of just survival.
Just
like to me, it's like if I'm nice to him, he won't hit me. So you know what I'm saying? I was that type of giver. Like it wasn't even like it was out of survival, bro. Like my childhood was very, very traumatic, bro.
Yeah.
Like like I told you, I touched on it earlier. Like I think my other grandma, she was like an abuser.
Oh.
So like she would get drunk and just abuse the entire family. Not the grandma that I grew up with, but my mom's side's grandma. And so like I grew up, it was just so hard that I forgot what we were talking about for a second.
No, we can do this. So it's 5 o'clock. So we have 10 minutes, right?
Okay.
So what do you think? What else do you think we should cover? Because we covered a lot of topics. I'm trying to think what we should cover. Let me just like plot it real quick.
Sure.
Cause this is a good segment. I mean, we did 1 hour, like almost an hour worth of stuff.
This feels normal.
Yeah, this feels normal.
Yeah.
But I want to see if there's anything else that we should hit real quick. Unless you can think of some.
Let me think.
Cause I mean, to be honest, I freestyled this, but I think the way that we freestyled it, I think it was still real, right? It's authentic.
I mean, people just want to hear real, right?
Yeah.
If we would have structured it too much, then it's like.
Then it's not this. Yeah, this is completely unstructured.
Yeah, this is all completely unstructured. We just wanted to meet. These are two people just reconnecting with each other.
Yeah,
and sharing our thoughts.
Just vibing.
And like, I have a few questions for you. Okay. You know, so like now that you're here, you know, what are your plans like with the future with the Austin Report?
My future, that's a great question. My future with the Austin Report is I want to help Austin business owners. I want to help local Austin business owners grow, because Austin is such a hard work. Like, I mean, it's also a vibing city, but it's also people are hardworking here too. People have dreams, people have objectives, right? So I want to make sure that their dreams become fulfilled and make sure that they have a voice in Austin as well. You know, by helping them promote in their platform, in my platform, and also working with them, giving them the exposure that they need, so other people in Austin can be like, whoa, this is a nice business. Other people in other states can know that this is a nice business. And another thing that I want to do with the Austin Report is just meet cool people, meet inspirational people. I've already met a lot of inspirational people, but I want to meet even more inspirational people that have that knowledge, that wisdom, and something that they can share upon me. And I just want to use that as a learning experience and grow. Because I'm not perfect. I'm still not perfect. And one of the things is I'm accepting of who I am, and I want to learn and I want to grow every single day. Like I said, the 1% rule. I want to become 1% better every single day. And the other thing, objectively, what I want to do is I really just want to help people, right? If they're happy with me helping them out, you know, they're like, whoa, like, wow, like I've gotten what I want, then deep down, like, I'm happy, you know? Maybe like, you know, later down on the line, you know, once I make like hopefully, you know, a lot of money, you know, I want to give away, you know, I want to give all this stuff back, because that truly makes me happy, you know, because it's one of my purposes in life is to, in my opinion, is to just give back what I have. And I just want to do that, and I want to help, and I also want to make Austin the best city in America, you know?
So since we're being real, because we're real people,
yeah,
I would say there's one thing I don't like about Austin.
Okay.
And I also want to hear something that you don't like about Austin. Because we keep it real around here, you know? So I love everything. I do not, and I'm still getting used to it. Maybe I have not. I'm scared of the highways, man. I am terrified of the highways. Maybe it's just not Austin, just Texas in general. You're right. Ever since I entered Texas, I felt this way.
Yeah.
It is just scary. Like, people are driving fast. The trucks are a little bit bigger, and so you need to get a pickup truck or something pretty strong. And you know, so
didn't you say Texas just has pickup trucks everywhere?
that's what I thought. So you know, that was one thing. Like, maybe I'm just not used to it. But like, I think this is my day 3 now, so I'm starting to get used to it. I'm like, oh, if I miss this left turn, it's okay. I can make the next one. I'm starting to connect the dots now.
Yeah. You just gotta get used to it.
Yeah, but if you just follow GPS, like, you need to actually use your brain and understand like how it's designed. You know?
Because even in Austin, I just wanted to add, there's a lot of onlys. So if you're in an only, it's like you can't, like, you're trying to get out, but there's already a car right here, so you're kind of like stuck. Yeah. And that was my experience too, coming out of Michigan, where the roads were a little chiller. Yeah. So when I went back to Michigan, I drove in the highway. I'm like, what the hell? This is so chill. Yeah. I didn't experience
like, I can't chill here in the car.
Yeah, it's just so chill. I'm like, here in Austin, I gotta watch out. I'm like, what's going? But I mean,
the streets are fine. It's just the highways.
It's just the highways. And for me, same thing, man. Yeah. It's the traffic, and it's also the way that people drive. People drive here like it's their last day on
that's the only thing I would say.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, some people go like 90, 95. Yeah. It's like, it's just. I don't know why. It's just like they want to get
rush.
What's the rush, man? It's life. Like, what are you gonna do?
If you're trying to end life, I know a way. Trust me. If you're trying to go to the end goal. You know?
Yeah. I mean, personally, for me, I don't even drive anymore.
Oh,
shout out Tesla, man. You know.
Oh,
shout out Model Y. I mean, even before coming to this podcast, I was just chilling, bro. I mean, that thing was driving me. No gas. All electric. I mean, you've seen all the gas prices right now. It's expensive as hell. A lot of people that, you know, don't like Teslas and things like that, I just don't, like, in my opinion, I don't understand. The amount of like I pay $0 for gas.
Yeah.
I have a system that drives me everywhere that I want to, and I don't even have to worry about it.
Okay, so the only argument I would say from the other side is that I agree, it's very convenient, but it's like, let's say like, I know it's not for you, but let's say someone else, let's say they miss a payment or two, or something happens, you know, and like they can just stop it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's kind of like you don't have any control.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you don't pay them, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so it's like, but I'm saying you're gonna make the payment.
Points. I see both points.
It's just like I don't like the power, like give too much power away. It's like I like to have some control, you know, like.
What would you say now that we're talking about cars? What would you say your dream car is?
My dream car is a McLaren.
McLaren.
Yes,
Let's go. Is that something that you've always wanted?
Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I just loved it. And like, yeah, Lambos, Ferraris are cool, but I really wanted a McLaren, a red one too.
Got it. And I guess we have like 5 minutes left, but I wanted to say, like, just for the audience, like what are your hobbies? You know, like what do you really enjoy doing that makes you Anish, the person that you are right now?
Well, it used to be basketball. That was the ball. Ball was life.
The ball is life.
Yeah, but now I've grown up and I really really enjoy nature. You know, paddleboarding, just being outside. You know, being outside in general. You know, I'm trying to learn how to dance. I think I'm getting a little bit better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm doing artwork again.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Because you know, it's things I used to do as a kid. So basically, like, and it ties back to what we said earlier. Like, go tie back to that dream. Yeah. What did that 8-year-old want? So for me, my 8-year-old, and I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old wanted to be a superhero, and like to
you want to be Superman?
Pretty much, like someone that's honorable, admired, strong. That's out there to protect people, a superhero. Yeah. That's what a superhero is. Fights the bad guys, takes care of the crowd. You know, that's what I grew up watching. You know, grew up watching Goku, Superman.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm striving for. Like Luffy is
Luffy, yeah. He's a big idol. One Piece guy.
Yeah, he's my idol. Like I think like, you know, like just be yourself and just love each other.
What's the trait in Luffy that you admire the most?
In Luffy?
Yeah. That makes you have a tattoo of Luffy.
I mean, that's just what he represents, man. He's the warrior of liberation. You know, he doesn't tell people to free, like, yo, Shogun, you should do this. No, he just comes there and lives his life in front of you, and you will free yourself.
No, I just see a big resemblance in Luffy and you, because it's like Luffy goes in his ship. He goes to different islands. You're kind of that kind of same thing. Yeah,
my crew is ready. I already told him.
Yeah, it's like
I'm in the time skip arc right now.
Yeah, you're just going everywhere. You're just going with the flow. You know, you want to explore different places. You want to find all these things. You're learning. You know, you're part of that journey. So that's cool.
So what was your 8-year-old dream?
My 8-year-old. To be honest, I also want to be a superhero too. Every 8-year-old wants to kind of be that superhero, be known and help people, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just, I think when we're young, it's like you don't have any of those biases. You can be your true self. You know? You don't really think about all that, right? No. About all the noise and stuff like that. You are your true self when you're young. And when I was young, I wanted to be Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man was one of those like biggest things. Like one of the first movies that I watched was Spider-Man. Him going, saving the world.
So is that what you're doing right now? In a way?
I mean, I'm trying to. I mean, I'm helping people in a way where it's like, you know, giving them that platform. You know, if they need any help, I'm there for them. If they need AI help, I'm there for them. I'm always available, you know?
Yeah.
Like people just
like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's what you are.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's like if someone calls me, I never ignore them. I always reply back. Yeah. Even to everyone else, like I reply to every single DM. I do not ignore you because I feel like, oh, you're small, you don't have that many followers. No, I treat everyone equally. And I think that's one of the biggest things in life is if you treat everyone equally, it's just good karma. Good things are going to happen to you. So I treat everyone the way that they're supposed to be treated.
Yeah, I was hanging out with the homeless in 6th Street the night. Yeah. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Because think about it. We're all human.
Yeah.
We are all human.
Yeah,
we all deserve that same kind of love. We deserve that same kind of attention. You don't really get that in the modern day world, but it's like, for me, it's all about love. It's all about care. It's all about respect.
I've been telling people I'm from Earth. You too? It works. Because most likely they're from Earth too.
Yeah, I mean we're from different backgrounds, different cultures, and things like that. But at the end of the day, we're human,
home, man. Yeah, we're human, and this is our home. So like right now during this travel, like I haven't been homesick because I am home. Like I'm always home. As long as I know who I am, I'm from this planet. I can go wherever, and it's my home. Yeah, it's your home. So cool. Yeah, I think we're in time, but yeah, it was great talking to you, Anish. You too, man.
I know we spent almost 6 years trying to meet up. Yeah. Finally met up. and it's been a vibe, you know.
Yes,
I
for
appreciate
sure,
it.
man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Cool.
That was fire. I
Yeah.
think we had a lot of sauce, bro.
Did we?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. It
Like-
felt really